nice warm bed. You just remember what your old past said. Or you got a friend in me.
又一起出去比赛
Yeah,
了，
you got a
只有我一个人在家里。
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything
该看点什么好？
for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am. Big and
咱
strong.
们自己消气。
Yo, you know what? A master class from Smoke You Media and also First So Cool in Wuhan City. They got the biggest celebrity here, right here in Wuhan. Yeah. Need no introduction. All the way from United States. People right now are doing it.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
First, is it your first time in Wuhan?
Yeah, first time.
How many times have you been here in China?
In China? Maybe 5-6 times.
Do you like Chinese food?
I do.
Yeah. Can you
It's much different in China than in America. It's not the same.
So can you do a brief introduction of yourself first?
Introduction myself? Yes. My name is Leroy Weinhardt. Originally from New Jersey. I was born in New Jersey. I pretty much grew up more in Philadelphia. That's the main city where I really dedicate my whole style, I would say. Whether it be art, dancing, trying to produce. I always loved music, so being around my mom was a big thing because she also loved music so much.
And when and how did you start here?
It was a process. It wasn't like one specific moment, I would say. I always think about this, like what really got me into it. I can't pinpoint like one specific moment, but in terms of breaking, I'd like to say my first introduction to breaking was we traveled to New York for Christmas. This is like 1995, and I saw a group called the Green Steam dancing in Times Square. And I saw it, I was like, what is that? Just watching, and I didn't know what they were doing, but I would go home and imitate it from them, so I just do it.
I've heard somebody said, why not smell? Okay, come from it is true.
No.
First, I gotta say one more. I saw a video that you and you did there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like. I don't train as much as I probably should, especially for a competition. There's a lot of young kids that do amazing stuff and they practice every day. Me and just in my age and what I do in my life, I don't give it enough time to be practicing like that. So obviously my moves won't be as up to par as everybody else's, but I do have moves. Like I started off as a b-boy. I can do power moves both ways. A lot of people don't know. I got halos both ways. I got swaggers both ways. And it's not that it shouldn't be shocking, because like I didn't get to my level of top rap by not doing it.
Another one, right here, right now, in Wuhan City, we got expanded school, expanded college. It's called hip hop school. Yeah, we can got diploma here.
Wow.
Just dance. So, do you have this kind of school in the United States? And what's your opinion on this kind of phenomenon?
Wow, that's good, man, because it's just starting in the United States. Actually, I'm going back to school in August to start a program that's like that, because there's nothing in the United States right now, especially for what we call urban studies. We don't usually call it hip hop because it's too controversial.
What is a real gangster in your country? And do you think you are a gangster?
Do I think I'm gangster? That's funny. I think I'm gangster in my approach to art and my approach to life. I'm very much like hardcore in my thinking and hardcore and I never give up. My vision of a gangster is a guy in a suit, you know, who's more mafia, you know. Street gangster, I don't know. I don't understand that mentality so much. They're just drug dealers to me.
Alright, talk about drug dealer. So this one, maybe asking, maybe a kind of superficial. Do you think B-boy means you have to smoke weed?
I just think that there's a big misconception of what a lot of B-boys are. You know, like when you hear a lot of the older B-boys talk about things that they did, it was because of their environment and what they did. You know, some people now don't live in those types of environments, so they don't have the necessity to have to do certain things. Like, when I grew up in Philly, like I had a big alcohol problem. And a lot of it wasn't because I thought it was cool to drink. I had a mental block. You know, there was so much stuff around me that I didn't understand, and drinking made me feel better. You know, which is most of the reason why a lot of people do a drug, is to escape. You know, it's not always, it doesn't help you, it doesn't medicate you or anything like that. It takes away pain for a short period of time and then it comes back the next day so you do it again, you know? But I do think B-boys think that it makes them a better dancer. I don't think it does. I don't think we can help someone, you know? Yeah.
You know, we are not 18 years old anymore, so we can grow up, we have family and responsibilities to think. So how do you balance between making a living and do the art?
Well, I mean, my living is art. You know, I don't just do b-boying, but I do a lot of different graphic and, you know, video stuff, and also graffiti, writing, you know, what we